130 years. Mayor Ken Sims' ABC Council passed a motion 2 weeks before Christmas in 2023 asking the province of British Columbia to amend the Vancouver Charter and remove the elected park board midterm. The park board has received a legal opinion that removing an elected park board midterm would be against the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, since 170,000 votes were cast for this term, and ABC did not remove the park board in their platform. If elected, would you and your party remove the elected park board or allow them to complete their term with voters to decide at the next civic election based on party platforms? And if the new city council still wants to remove the park board, would you and your party require a referendum? So this will start with Debbie.
Thank you. I love the Parks Board. I love Vancouver's parks and beaches, and I think we need to preserve the public access to these parks and beaches. One of the things that will happen when you remove the Vancouver Park Board is that anything that's not a designated park or beach can be sold. And I do not want to see our beautiful parks and public lands be sold off to private entities. I stand behind the elected park board. They should be able, it's a democratically elected park board, and they should be allowed to end their term. If it's the people who decide, I think there should be a referendum, either in the next election or the one after. Let the voters decide the future of this. The other issue I have with opening up, with getting rid of the Parks Board, as has been said, is opening the Vancouver Charter. It shouldn't be just a simple majority of the current council that allows you to open something as important as the Vancouver Charter and make changes to it. I truly feel you need a little bit more than that, and not just one majority party that can come and force what they believe on you. So for me, this elected park board goes further than just about this Vancouver Charter, and I don't think that's a democracy if that happens. So I will stand by letting them run their course, and if needed, let the voters decide, put it to a referendum, and let the people of this city decide whether they want to keep it or not.
Thanks, Betty. A couple of my colleagues are former park board commissioners, Spencer Chandler Herbert and Mickey Sharma. We're very proud of the work that they did on the park board, and they're very proud of the park board. I'll admit, of late, I've been challenged by the park board. We used to have Point Grey Fiesta in our community, and it was run by volunteers. It's hard to run something like that. The park board failed, in my opinion, to work with those volunteers to make sure that Fiesta happened this year. The Kids Showgo, 100-year institution run by Barry Leinbach. Barry's been trying so hard with the park board to get clarity around the future of that with the renovations that's happening in the pool, and he's really struggling to do that. So I just want to say that because, I have good feelings about the park board. I have challenging feelings about the park board in terms of what's been happening in our community. The City of Vancouver has asked the province to pass amendments. We've sent the city back with a list of homework. Debbie raised an issue about the potential sale of properties, other issues. There's obviously an Indigenous component as well that they've got to work out. Title claims, there's various ownerships of various parks. It's a lot of work. It's very unlikely this will be a priority for the province before the next municipal election. And they've got a lot of work ahead.
Thank you. Paul.
It's very interesting to hear David Eby say that, because earlier this year in March he was talking about working with the city to dissolve the Parks Board.
No, you didn't.
So I'm not sure if this is another one of the many flip-flops that we've seen, but you can look that up on the media, and I would welcome you to do so. And I have concerns about protecting our green spaces, especially as the city continues to grow. This is a critical item, and our leader has been very clear that he wants to see more of a democratic process with respect to our decision making around the Parks Board, and I absolutely support that. That is critical. It's a major decision for the future of this city, and we need to make sure urban green spaces are protected. I do want to briefly touch on another point there that was made before as well about incomes.